Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 5 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 5-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 2 minutes from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 2-minute time check, stations. Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1-minute time check, stations.
on the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, presented by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, delivering the funds the university needs to drive academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Visit uiowaenergycollaborative.com. Also brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives. U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Iowa Lottery, be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And by 988 Lifeline, there is hope. 24/7. Call, text, or chat 988. This is Hawkeye Women's Basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. Here's Rob Brooks.
It's an exhibition game against the DePaul Blue Demons, coming off a 16-17 record, 8-12 in the Big East. I'm Rob Brooks, and welcome to another season of Iowa Hawkeye basketball. It just seems like it was weeks ago that we were in Dallas preparing for a national championship game in a historic season. And Iowa with several starters back. Of course, Caitlin Clark, who won every single award you could possibly win last year. And she was all smiles warming up here at Kinnick Stadium as the Hawkeyes will play outdoors for the first time. As far as the weather, well, it's somewhat cooperated. 54 degrees, the wind at about 14 miles per hour. And we're in the north end zone. So you'll certainly get a little bit of a swirling wind, so it'll be interesting to see on jump shots. It'll be like playing in the backyard, like or at the high school court on the outskirts, and certainly it'll be a little bit of a throwback for a lot of these players that used to play outdoors in the summer. But certainly it'll be a lot of fun for the Hawkeyes and the Blue Demons this afternoon. First of two exhibition games. Hawkeyes will take on Clark College inside Carver Hawkeye Arena next weekend. We'll get the pregame comments with head coach Lisa Bluder. Give you the starting lineups as we count down to tip-off the first exhibition game of the season from Kinnick, the Hawkeyes and the Blue Demons. We'll be back with more on the pregame show. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Escape to Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smartertogether. Member FDIC.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more. To keep corn growing Iowa.
Welcome back on the pregame show. Now time for the Hy-Vee shoot-around with Coach Bluder, brought to you by Hy-Vee, the official grocery partner of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Well, basketball at Kinnick. It's finally here, Coach. Boy, what went into pulling this one off? And the fans and walking around are really enjoying it, and the players, your staff, just got to be smiling ear to ear.
Yeah, it really is. It's almost like a dream right now. You know, we drove over here and did the Hawk Walk, and there were people out there, people tailgating. You know, it's so much fun, and I'm just so thankful that I work at a university that got behind this 100%. You know, sometimes you take ideas to people, and they think of every reason why they shouldn't do it. Here at Iowa, you know, you take an idea to people, and they think of every reason why they should do it. And it takes an amazing group effort to put this on, so I'm very proud of the University of Iowa.
And how long in the making? This isn't something that, September 10th you come up with.
No, actually it was about a week or two after the Final Four. I went to Beth Getz, our athletic director, and said, you know, I have this idea. I think we can get 50,000 in Kinnick. And she came to me a week later and she goes, are you sure? What happened if you only get 20? Will you be disappointed? And I said, no, I won't be disappointed, but let's do it. And so she went full speed into it. And again, the facilities, you know, Damian Simcox, what he's done with the facility, Jess Rickerson, what he's done for the ticketing, Kelsey Lavadier, what she's done with the marketing. I mean, I could go on and on. There's so many people that had a hand in this.
And how cool to walk in and see that floor. I mean, it's just an incredible sight. It's
a beautiful floor, and, you know, the rain kind of scared us a little bit at the end of this week, but they were able to get it. They worked hard yesterday to get that floor down and all those bleachers down and everything. So, again, it's beautiful.
We'll dive into a little basketball when we come back. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bowes, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
Not all internet is created equal. It's a lot like choosing a quarterback. Technically, you could sign up any new rookie provider on the block, but the success of every device in your home depends on it. Will they perform in the clutch, or will they buffer under pressure? Extreme provides the speed you need with a 100% gigabit technology network and amplified Wi-Fi. And unlike signing a quarterback, Extreme Internet requires no contracts. There's only one pick to lead your team. It's Extreme, powered by Mediacom.
Well, Coach, all the sights and sounds, obviously a big deal, but hey, there's work to be done.
Yeah.
This is the first exhibition game for you, obviously another one next week, but DePaul comes to town, and kind of what do you want to get out of this? Obviously, you got your starting five, look at different rotations, try to get everybody in the game.
Yeah, that really is it. First of all, I would like to get everybody in the game because this is special. It's historic. And so, yes, but number one priority, win the game. And so, yes, every time we step foot on the floor, even if it doesn't count on our record, we are playing to win. And so for us, it's right now trying some different combinations, but also, we did make some tweaks over the summer. And so, we saw them on our international tour, but we know that the competition is going to be much better today. And so were those tweaks successful? And that's what we need to, find out today before the season actually begins. And then just executing, coming out and trying to forget about all the extra people here and really just being able to focus on basketball.
Well, this group is certainly used to large crowds, and it just kind of seems like we were in Dallas just a few weeks ago, doesn't it?
It really does. It's hard, I opened up my book, and there was my scouting report from the championship game. So definitely the offseason went fast. It was fast and furious, busy, but fun.
Coach, it'll be fun today.
Yes.
Thanks so much for your time.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Rob.
Head coach Lisa Bluder on the pregame show. Back with more after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from their field.
Great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo!
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
The crossover at Kinnick, the Iowa Hawkeyes at 31-7 a year ago. The DePaul Blue Demons at 16-17. Now let's enjoy our national anthem. Starters will be introduced momentarily, and we'll get those to you. But first, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Well, I've had a partner for the last 7 years in Jamie Cavey-Lang that has decided to take a year off and really focus in on her family and her kids and her health. And to my right now is Tiffany Reedy, who is going to step in and do analyst work for the entire season, most of the season. We've worked together a few times, but this is the first time with a crowd.
Well, especially with this crowd, let me tell you, this is pretty extraordinary moment right here.
Well, Tiff, great to have you, and of course played basketball for the Hawkeyes, but never had to experience anything like this.
No, and I think I'm pretty lucky to be pinch hitting this year for Jamie. Just want to add that, you know, nobody is more of a Hawkeye fan than her and loves doing this role, but she can take all the Hawkeye fan prayers that she can get this year. But thank you for having me, especially here today. Like I said, the environment here is, well, it's like being at a football game, but at a basketball game.
That's exactly right. It is a scenario that you look around and certainly have never seen before. And, you know, driving in and seeing all the tailgating and everything really did feel like a football Saturday, but we've got a basketball Sunday. And starting lineups will be introduced for the Hawkeyes. We'll go with Kate Martin. Averaged 7.7 last year. Hannah Stolke also at a forward. Boy, did she come on and was the 6th player of the year in the Big Ten. Averaged 6.5 and 3.9. Addison O'Grady in the middle. Came on especially late in the season at a terrific NCAA tournament. Shot 62% from the floor last season. In the backcourt, same as last year, Gabby Marshall. Shot almost 38% from 3 at an outstanding Big Ten tournament and NCAA tournament. And of course, Caitlin Clark. What can you say about the nation's best player? Averaged 27.8 last year, 7.1 rebounds, and also dished out 327 assists. For DePaul, under longtime head coach Doug Bruno, who played at DePaul for Ray Meyer, has 774 victories. Started his coaching career in consecutive years back in 1988 and 89. And I talked to him before the game and asked him if he remembered playing in Cedar Rapids, which is obviously just a half hour north of here. And he did. It was over 20 years ago, but played in a doubleheader at the then 5 Seasons Center with not only DePaul, but Northern Iowa, Iowa State, and the University of Illinois. And still going at it as the head coach of the Blue Demons. DePaul will start Kathleen Gilbert, a 5'10 grad transfer from Missouri. Averaged 4.8 for the Tigers a season ago. She'll be joined by Maeve McErland, transfer from Notre Dame, 5'10 sophomore. Anaya Peoples, very good three-point shooter. She's in her 5th season. This is a very veteran DePaul team. She averaged 9.5 and 5.4 rebounds a season ago. Kate Clark, a 6'1 sophomore, transfer from Michigan, plays both the 3 and the 4. And Jory Allen, a transfer from Indiana. So some players that know their way around the Big Ten also will play the 4 and 5 position. Loves to post up, 6-foot grad transfer. Please join us in welcoming today's University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital honorary kid captain. It's 12-year-old Christy Bujakoska of Coralville. Christy was diagnosed with a bone cancer in her leg when she was just 10. She had treatment and has had multiple surgeries, and despite all of this, Christy remains a very positive, kind young girl who loves to spread joy to others wherever she goes. Now a 7th grader Christie finds joy in theater and chess. Congratulations to crossover at Kinnick honorary captain Christie Bujakowska. Tiff, real quick, what's important for the Hawkeyes today?
I think one that Coach Bluder already touched on is we're going to have a different roster than last year. Some very experienced players and some with less experience. So these are the opportunities to get them in there. And then I imagine depth perception will be an issue today. So drive to the hoop, get your bearings, and then maybe launch those logo threes once you kind of feel confident in the new setting.
No, I think there'll be a few that'll go up this afternoon for sure. Hannah Stuelke will jump with Jory Allen. Hawks will go to the basket to our right, DePaul to our left. Stuelke wins the tip. The ball bounces around and falls into the hands of McErlin. First possession of the ball game to the Blue Demons. McErlin for three, left wing, no good. Addie O'Grady pulls the rebound. Hawks look to run. Marshall drops it inside. Hannah Stuelke can't get it to go. Just came off the front of the rim, but she was fouled from behind and will get two shots.
Good to see them push that ball early.
So Hannah Stuelke, who has worked extremely hard in the offseason to improve that free throw shooting, because she's going to spend quite a bit of time there. Puts the first one right through. And as you mentioned, not easy to shoot into a full crowd. Two dribbles, fires it up, no good off the right side of the rim. Rebound down to Clark of DePaul. Here's Peebles. Drives the lane. Little floater, no good. Gets her own rebound, goes up with the right hand, and puts it through. Hawks tried to get the ball inside to Hannah Stuelke, and it's stolen away by Clark, and she drives in down the left side of the lane, lays it up and in. 4-1 in favor of DePaul. Peebles with a basket, Clark as well. Here's Kate Martin on the left wing. Gets it in between the circles. Gabby Marshall dribbles the ball with her right hand, hands to Caitlin Clark. Gilbert comes out on her. Near the Hawkeye logo. Clark drives down the right side. Floater from 10 off the window. Caitlin Clark with her first basket. 4-3 in favor of DePaul. Hawkeye band also here. Drive-in shot by Gilbert is blocked away by Stuelke into the hands of Clark. She crosses the timeline, drops it off for Kate Martin. Right baseline shot no good off the window. Got her own rebound. And contact underneath down on the right block. And a foul will be called on DePaul, their second.
It's good to see Kate Martin back. It's good to see Gabby Marshall back. And it's exciting to see these new players step up, or younger players step up.
You always lose somebody.
Correct.
And obviously two really good players the Hawkeyes will be without as the free throw goes through for Kate Martin. But to have veterans like Marshall, Clark, Martin, huge. Second one also good. 5-4 Hawkeyes. First lead. Three-pointer right wing no good by Clark. Kind of a wild shot in transition. Marshall digs it up and gives it to Caitlin. She's on the left side, has the ball knocked away from her by Gilbert. Gilbert gets on the floor and gets it to McErlin. Now left wing. Peebles fires a mid-range jumper, no good. O'Grady the rebound.
Good positioning there with O'Grady.
That's her second rebound. Gabby Marshall on the right wing. Pump fake. Took a step to her right and is called for traveling. Turnover. Gives the ball to the Blue Demons with 7:56 left to go in the first. Peebles in between the circles. Marshall comes out on her. She gets a screen. Drives down the right side. Now Clark gets it inside to Allen. Turnaround hook shot is no good. Gets her own rebound. Passes it off to a cutting Peebles, who lays it up and in with the left hand. 6-5 Blue Demons. Here's Clark. Gets a pass from Martin. In the lane, now dribbles it out. Free throw line extended right. Drives baseline, kicks it into O'Grady. Short jumper is up and no good. Missed it from 12. And DePaul comes down with a rebound. And then Gilbert, trying to get through traffic, is called for traveling as Molly Davis enters the lineup.
Got a little bit of a scrappy game going on here.
So it'll be Hawkeye basketball underneath the hoop. Molly Davis has really improved her game in all aspects. Worked really hard in the offseason. Hawks get it in, and a hold will be called on Gilbert as Caitlin Clark was coming off a screen. So we'll do it again from the same spot. Hawkeyes down one inside off the inbounds play to Stalkey. Couldn't get it to go. Just came off the right side of the rim.
Great pass, great look. She's got to finish those.
Bryn McCasquich comes in for DePaul. 6'3" grad transfer from UCLA. Hannah Stalkey back at the free throw line. Right-hander puts it up and short. 7:14 left to go in the first. Blue Demons by 1. Second one, Stalkey rims out. O'Grady goes after the rebound, almost had it, but dug up by McCasquich. Gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert in the front court. Now McErlane thought about a three. Now she fires it up. No good.
Great
Rebound
positioning.
down to Clark. Down court pass to O'Grady. Nice catch, layup, good.
It looked like she might not keep that ball, but she kept control of it for an easy layup.
Well, one of those Caitlin Clark passes in traffic that really trusts the receiver. Here's Gilbert. Knifes her way to the basket, goes up with the right hand, left side, no good. Molly Davis the rebound, and she is fouled.
Famous headband, but she's got that. But great positioning all around by the Hawkeyes, getting some solid box outs.
As Sharon Goodman and Sydney Fulter come into the game. Hannah Stalkey and Addison O'Grady will sit down after the foul. Molly Davis at the free throw line. First one is no good. Has to keep those hands warm too.
Yeah.
Davis second, got it.
There's a lot of extra stimuli here today that we're not normally up against.
So I talked to Coach Bluder. There have been some outstanding crowds. Nothing like this as McCasquich misses a three-pointer from the top of the key. Hawks get the rebound. 8-6 in favor of Iowa. Clark gets a pass from Goodman and scores with the left hand. Peebles quickly down court. Baseline jumper, no good. Missed it from 10 feet. Weak side board to Clark across the timeline. Try to get a pass inside. It's tipped away. Dug up by DePaul. McErlane gets it to Peebles. Free throw line extended left. Hands it off to Clark. She'll fire a three left side. No good. DePaul has been willing to shoot threes. Haven't made any. Running the floor well is Sharon Goodman. Wide open layup is good.
It's great to see her back. It's great to see her performing so soon here.
12-6. Maskowicz, three-pointer straight away, no good. Ball goes off the right side of the rim and out of bounds over to the Hawkeyes. Kylie Fierbach, after missing all of last season with a knee injury, is back on the court for the first time in 2 years.
She didn't play overseas this summer.
Regular season game. I don't think she did.
I don't think she did either. So this is truly back.
And she has the basketball, drives around the right side of the lane. Shot is no good, but she is bumped and fouled. Nice aggressive play by Kylie Fearbach, and that's what you want to see out of her.
Especially when you're coming off an injury, there's a tendency to be a little scared or tentative, so to attack right off the bat is setting a good tone for yourself.
Michelle Seedorf enters for DePaul. So Fearbach at the free throw line. Perfect. Well, it's got to feel good to get that first point.
Especially on a free throw. Again, here, it is not easy to shoot these free throws with the crowd.
Depth perception an issue as well. Almost like you're in a dome setting.
Exactly, yeah.
Though there's no dome.
It's the sky.
Second free throw went in, but a lane violation will be called, and it's 13-6 Iowa. Seedorf. That's in left wing. McGurlane. Reverse the basketball to Peebles. And now Clark will fire a three from the top of the key and knock it down. The first three-pointer made this afternoon. And right inside again is Sharon Goodman.
She's got a smile on her face. She's having fun.
And she had a serious knee injury 2 years ago. Played sparingly last season, 15-9 Hawkeyes. Inside, a move by McGurlane. Goes up strong and is fouled by Goodman. So Sharon will pick up her first. And we've got timeout on the court with 4:26 left to go in the first quarter. The crossover at Kinnick, Iowa 15, DePaul 9. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woo-hoo! Did you know that UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City? That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
And welcome back to Kinnick. The crossover at Kinnick is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 4:26 left to go in the first. Iowa 15, DePaul 9. We've got 4 from Caitlin Clark, 4 from Sharon Goodman, 2 from Kate Martin, 2 from Addison O'Grady, 1 from Kylie Fearbach, and 1 from Molly Davis. Kate Clark has 5 for DePaul, and Anaya Peoples has 4. So just 2 players have scored so far for the Blue Demons. So after the last Hawkeye foul, it'll be free throws for Maeve McErlane. 5'10" sophomore, transfer from Notre Dame. First one is good. Bounced on the left side of the rim and went in. Second one, perfect. (15-11). Hawkeyes on top. Clark, she'll fire a three-pointer. Top of the key, no good. Spun off the right side of the rim. Into the corner to dig it up is McErlane. Gets it to Seedor. Now Peoples working on the left side. She drives to the free throw line. Spins and the paint goes up strong and is called for traveling. Nice defense there as the Hawkeyes Sydney Fulter.
Yeah, she's a scrappy player. Fun to watch.
Hawkeyes by 4 with the ball. Here's Clark down the right side of the lane, and a hold will be called right at the elbow.
They're sticking to her pretty well, obviously, on defense, but the refs are calling it, which always helps. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Either leaves her frustrated or...
And we saw so many times last year, Tiffany, and I'm sure you watched the games where it seemed like there was so much contact with Caitlin Clark that many times wasn't called as she misses the first, a little bit strong. Second one, perfect. But she's seen about every type of defense you're going to see.
She has been through the ringer.
Hawks by 5. DePaul with the basketball. Working it around the outer arc. Clark on the right side. Now gets it off to O'Harry, who fires a three-pointer just into the game and knocks it down. O'Harry, a freshman from Las Vegas. Here's Clark, fakes a three on the left wing. Now a bounce pass along the baseline to a Fulter.
Stays with the Hawkeyes, right? Yep.
Knocked away from her as Taylor McCabe comes into the game for Molly Davis, the sharpshooter from Nebraska. Lob pass out high to a Fulter. Now back to Clark. Fires a three right wing. It's short. A Fulter gets the rebound, puts it on the floor once. She's double teamed. Has to kick it back out to McCabe. Hawks by 2 with the basketball. Here's Clark. Weaves her way to the basket. Layup is good. Contact and a chance for 3.
She makes it look so easy, just kind of weaving through, using her body to get to the hoop. I think I read in the USA Today, Caitlin promised the crowd that she would have a couple of air balls.
She promised, huh? None so far.
None so far.
So Clark at the line will get 1. 18-14 Hawkeyes. 3:03 left to go in the opening quarter. Free throw, no good, a little bit strong. Rebound into the hands of Kate Martin. Gets it right back to Clark. Fires it inside to Hannah Stalkey. She goes up, had it blocked away by O'Harry, but the Hawkeyes get the rebound and then throw it away into the backcourt where it was retrieved by Taylor McCabe. So that's over and back. DePaul basketball as Summer Lee, a 5'8" freshman from Toronto, enters for the first time.
So it's frustrating when you work hard to get that rebound and then can't capitalize on it.
Hawks by 4, DePaul with the basketball. Seedor will throw it in on the side. McErlane running the point. Gets it to Peebles. She comes off a screen, hesitates. Stalkey does a good job defensively on her. Here's McErlane, 15 feet away. 12 to shoot. Gives it back to Seedor, who drives in with the left hand. Puts it up, no, but is fouled by Kate Martin. Addie O'Grady back for the Hawkeyes for Kylie Feuerbach.
Lots of subbing in and out, which is good for these games to get the girls out on the court.
And different combinations that Coach Bluder wants to look at.
I wouldn't expect O'Grady to be subbing in for Fauerbach, but
Sidor misses the first. Hawkeyes by 4. Second one in the air, rattles in. Michelle Sidor, her first hoop. First point of the ball game. Top of the key. Here's Kate Martin. 2:25 left to go in the first. Kate takes a couple of dribbles, gets it to Clark coming off a screen, has it batted away by Peoples, retrieved by Clark at midcourt. Here's Clark behind her back. Now at the elbow, drives in right side, goes off the window and knocks it down. She has 9.
great use of her body again to get that little bank shot.
Hawks by 5. This shot down on the block by O'Harry. Rebound to the Hawkeyes. O'Grady gets it to Martin, who tried to get inside to Hannah Stolke, but it is picked off by DePaul. In transition, McErlane pulls up from 12, no good. O'Grady the rebound in the paint. Gets it to Clark across the timeline, feeds down court. Hannah Stolke, wide open layup. DePaul comes right back in transition, a three-pointer for Sidor. The transfer from Michigan, her first field goal. Hawkeyes with Stolke down on the right block, kicks it back out to Clark. Hesitates, looks like she wants a three. She'll fire a three. No good off the right wing. Nice box out by O'Harry for DePaul. Hawks by 4. We approach 1 minute left to go in the first. O'Harry, late pass inside. Stolen away by Clark. Caitlin across the timeline. Drops it for Addison O'Grady. Can't handle the bounce pass. And it goes out of bounds along the baseline to DePaul. Marshall back for Taylor McCabe. Hawkeye basketball brought to you by Bud Light. Proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. DePaul with the basketball along the baseline. McCline into the game, tries to make a move, lost control of it, then gets it into the corner to O'Harry. She misfires a three-point shot and a whistle underneath, and I think we're going to get a DePaul foul on the rebound. Charge to Anaya Peoples. So it'll be Hannah Stolke back at the free throw line. 1 for 4, so this is already the 5th free throw that the sophomore has attempted.
She's getting her practice in today for sure.
22-18 Iowa. 46.9 left to go in the first. The crossover at Kinnick. Stolke short on the first attempt. Hawkeyes were 17-1 inside Carver Hawkeye Arena last year. Second one strong. So one short, one strong, but they were both online. DePaul with the rebound. McErlane gets it back outside. Now she gets it back, tries to make a move. Left-handed shot against Stolke. Had it blocked away. Lee, though, came up with it. And kicks it outside to McCline. Her shot is no good. Missed it from 3. O'Grady another rebound. And the Hawks will hold for the final shot of quarter number 1. On top by 4, 22-18. Clark at the timeline by the Hawkeye logo. Now drives right side, hesitates, gets all the way to the basket. Layup in traffic is good. About a second before the end of the first quarter. Clark with 11 of Iowa's 24. The Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series is all about celebrating our student athletes as well as our state's corn farmers. Just like the Cyclones and the Hawkeyes work hard all year to get ready for the season ahead. So do Iowa's corn farmers, growing a crop used in over 4,000 products. That's a win for all Iowans. We have played one as the fans, players, coaches all wave to the children at the hospital, just as the Hawkeye football team does after the first quarter. Iowa 24, DePaul 18. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more to keep corn growing Iowa.
At U.S. Cellular, we believe in having healthy relationships with our phones, so we can have better relationships with each other. Introducing Us Mode, a way to set your phone for less distraction and deeper connection. So dinner can sound less like this and more like this.
What'd you learn today? The sauropod was the tallest dinosaur ever. Oh my goodness.
Visit U.S. Cellular in-store or online, and we'll help set your phone to Us Mode, even if you're not a customer. U.S. Cellular, the 5G network built for us. See uscellular.com for details.
Welcome back to the north end of Kinnick Stadium, as the court is laid out east to west. Goalposts still up. And the fans, many of them on their feet, especially surrounding the court, as the Hawkeyes lead after one, 24-18. Clark with 11 on 5 of 8 shooting. Only player in double figures. 3-pointers outdoors, 3 out of 11 for DePaul. 0 for 3 for the Hawkeyes, so haven't shot a lot of them.
Not at all. But Hawkeyes, aside from their three-point shooting, they're coming in at 60%, 9 of 15. So they're shooting well. They are shooting those high percentage shots. So we'll see if they kind of get in the groove here in the second half.
And the transition game looks good.
Exactly. Pushing the ball, moving the ball really well. And so they need to keep focusing on that. And like I said, we'll see if we can get a logo 3 out here today.
And no air balls, right?
None yet. I swear, she said it was in the USA Today. She said,
I can't picture her saying that.
She said, my depth perception will be off. I will have at least 2 air balls, but we have seen none yet.
I don't think that'll happen. Not with Caitlin Clark.
No.
Mid-American Energy makes reliability a slam dunk with a balanced energy mix of wind, solar, and other sources that ensure you always have the power you count on. Learn more at midamericanenergy.com. It will be Hawkeye basketball at midcourt. Kate Martin, Clark, Marshall, Stalkey, and O'Grady, the starting 5, as Caitlin Clark is bumped from behind. So that'll be a foul on DePaul. Cedar picks up her first. Just underway, second quarter, 24-18. Hawkeyes with the lead and the ball. Clark, lob pass inside. O'Grady holds it high, lays it up and in off the window.
That is just classic point guard to post basketball right there. Easy 2.
Here's Peoples driving down the right side of the lane, kicks it into the corner to Erlane. Dribbles it in between the circles. Now Peoples drives from the right wing, pull-up jumper from 8, count it, and Kate Martin, I think, got her on the wrist.
She did, kind of last second there. I think she's kind of mad at herself for giving her that little slap.
So Kate picks up her second. And Anaya Peebles, who averaged 9.5 for DePaul last year, will be at the free throw line. Sydney Fulter comes into the game. Peebles already with 6. And certainly the scouting report on her is she wants to get to the hoop.
Yep.
Makes the free throw. 26-21, Hawkeyes. 9:20 second quarter. Here's Clark on the right wing. Whips a pass inside to Addie O'Grady. Turns to her right shoulder. Uses the left hand.
Left hand baby hook. Impressive. I could tell she's been working on her footwork. There's a confidence right there.
Short jumper. No good by McErlane. Hawks with the rebound.
6th rebound.
To go along with 6 points. Clark left wide open. Wow. Little runner from the right block. Nobody ever leaves Caitlin Clark defensively. Did that time. Here's Cedar, drives all the way in. Left-handed layup, no good. O'Grady, her 7th rebound. Hawkeyes by 9 with the ball. Here's Clark in between the circles as the sun comes out. Never thought I'd say that during a basketball game. Clark holds. Free throw line extended right. Now it gets to a Fulter. Drives down hard the left side of the lane. Left-handed layup off the window. Good.
She's got quick feet and can get to the hoop very fast, and it's fun when she turns that corner around her defense.
Always got the feeling last year, Tiffany, that she could score more if needed.
Yeah.
Here's a three-pointer. O'Harry straight away, no good. A Fulter the rebound. Brings it herself across the timeline. Top of the key, drops it inside. Addie O'Grady, left wide open, left-handed layup, good.
No problem.
Timeout, DePaul.
Sydney probably could have taken that, but then realized at the last minute, there's an easier shot here.
A wide open Addison O'Grady just on the semicircle left side. Won't have a more wide open left-handed layup. 34-21 Iowa starts strong in the second quarter.
Oh yeah, and a pretty 8-0 run in the last minute or so. Kind of a fun way to start the quarter. Sun shining.
And you really can't feel the wind down here. At tip-off, it was 14 miles per hour, but right now, very comfortable.
I was a little bit worried about, the court and maybe some condensation after we had all that rain, but none of that seems to be an issue today at all.
Facilities crew worked very, very hard this morning, just making sure to get rid of any moisture that might be on the court. Done a terrific job. A great setting here at Kinnick. When corn grows Iowa, Iowans win. Take a closer look and you'll discover the many connections you have to corn. And those connections translate into wins for farmers and wins for all Iowans. Share your winning moments using #IowansWin. Hawkeye fans, today's sponsor, Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Knows you're here for every fadeaway, every alley-oop, every buzzer beater, and Wellmark is here for every moment too, with trusted health coverage committed to making healthcare better. Learn more at wellmark.com/hoops. Caitlin Clark with 13, Addison O'Grady with 8, also has 7 rebounds, so double watch for Addison O'Grady. Anna Stalky with 3, Kate Martin with 2, Sharon Goodman, who came in early in the first quarter, has a couple of baskets as well. Hawkeyes have outscored DePaul 10-3 in the second quarter. Big lead of 13. Iowa shooting 60% from the floor, 9 of 15.
Are also doing a great job rebounding, out-rebounding DePaul 21-9.
And DePaul, they've relied on the jump shot. They've shot 11 three-pointers, have made 3, but just 6 of 23. Hawkeyes have to really give credit to them defensively too. Have really limited any second chance opportunities for DePaul.
Yep.
Stolke, Molly Davis, Gabby Marshall, Sydney Fulter, and Addison O'Grady, the 5 for Iowa. After Doug Bruno called timeout, DePaul basketball. High post area. Here's Allen. Turns and faces the hoop. O'Grady comes out on her. Now it's McErlane. Seedorf. As Gilbert has the ball and takes a dribble and fires it from the top of the key, no good. And the ball knocked out of bounds by Jory Allen of DePaul, Iowa basketball, who now will see some pressure defense.
It's like full court man-to-man press here.
Davis bounce pass into Stolke, and Hannah tried to get it back to Davis, and it's stolen away by Gilbert. She drives in, and Stolke takes the charge.
Redemption right there. Threw the pass away, but took the charge.
Set up perfectly right outside the semicircle, and Gilbert crashed right into Hannah Stolke. 34-21 Iowa. 7:19 left to go, second quarter. Peoples back into the game for DePaul. She will guard Molly Davis on the ball. Molly bounce pass inside to Fulter.
There we go.
Davis gets it back, and they clear it for her as she crosses the timeline. Pass to the left side to Kylie Feuerbach into the game. Cross court to a Fulter. Free throw line extended right, holds the ball above her head, now drives paint, kicks it left side, and Feuerbach, an air ball from the left wing, and the ball bounces around underneath the hoop, goes out of bounds, touched last by DePaul.
And that's the other thing that I love to see with Sydney Fulter. She's always scrapping, getting a hand on things, and she kept fighting for that ball, and we came up with it.
Aggressive.
Yes.
Bounce pass attempt inside to O'Grady from Molly Davis is kicked away by DePaul. We'll do it again. Hawks by 13. Davis looks, gets it to Feuerbach, and as she caught it, took an extra step as she tried to get that shoulder turn.
Still a step, yep. Again, these are all the kinks that we work out in these early games. This is exactly why we do this.
DePaul basketball. Peoples on the right wing. Drops it inside to Allen, and in between two Hawkeye players, lays it up and in with the left hand.
It's a good move.
Transfer from Indiana. Marshall across the timeline, 34-23 Iowa. And she is bumped in between the circles, a DePaul foul. McErlane picks up her second. Clark back into the game for Gabby Marshall. Iowa will have the ball on the side. Feuerbach gets it into Molly Davis. Will run the point. That moves Caitlin to the off guard. And she gets the ball and drives down left side of the lane. Left-handed shot from 13 off the window, no good. Little fadeaway. Haven't seen that one so far this year.
That's a first. But I have to say, I'm not sure she was 100% comfortable taking that shot. So I may advise that she switches back to the right hand on that.
DePaul an empty possession. Sydney Fulter misses a three-pointer from the right wing. And DePaul gets the rebound and looks to push it. And as the pass goes, down court, it's taken away by a Fulter. Gets it to Clark for three. There you go.
She has been waiting for that all day.
Turn to the crowd.
The crowd has as well.
Left to the top of the key, three from Caitlin Clark, and it's 37-23. Little fadeaway mid-range by McErlane is no good. Hawks with the rebound, look to run. Fulter gets a pass from Clark. Back outside to Feuerbach. Three-pointer no good off the right side of the iron. And the rebound hustled down by McErlane. And now trading threes, and a good shot from the right wing by Cedar. Knocks down a three-pointer. She has 7. 37-26, approaching 5 left to go in the second quarter. Clark bounce pass along the baseline. Molly Davis goes up, is knocked to the floor, no call. DePaul with the rebound. DePaul in transition, spin move, shot off the window, no good by Cedar. The rebound put back is good by Allen.
DePaul will continue to sort of penetrate, get inside, and you can't, Iowa can sometimes sort of not be fully engaged in that. They need to remember that they are going to continue to drive and penetrate and get inside.
And the Hawkeyes want to talk it over. A 30-second timeout taken by Lisa Bluder. Molly's Cupcakes is proudly serving their cookies and treats inside Kinnick Stadium and also Carver Hawkeye Arena. For a taste of unique flavors you'll love, stop by their downtown Iowa City location for homemade cupcakes, cookies, cakes, bars, and coffee drinks. Molly's Cupcakes, a proud supporter of the Iowa Hawkeyes. 37-28 Iowa, 4:52 left to go in the second. It'll be Iowa basketball against full court pressure. Clark gets it inside to Molly Davis. She's in the backcourt. Across the timeline now, Sydney Folter, right wing. Gets it to Kylie Fierbach. Sharon Goodman into the game, has the ball outside of the three-point arc. Now to Clark, she gives her a screen. Sharon gets it back, goes up strong with the left hand. Sharon Goodman with 6.
Yep.
Cedar gets it to McErlane. Now Peebles, left wing, into the corner. McErlane for 3, knocks it down.
They are heating up outside the three-point line.
They've shot a lot of them so far. McErlane with 5, and it's 39-31. Hawks by 8. Clark on the baseline. Brings it to the elbow. She'll fire from 16, a little bit strong. Going high for the rebound is Peebles. And she brings it herself across the timeline, looks inside, pulls up her dribble. Gets the ball back. Kylie Fierbach comes out on her. She uses a screen. Gets it to Clark. And as she tried to make a move at the free throw line, a offensive foul will be called on DePaul.
Sydney Falter looked like she got maybe a knee to her thigh. Grimace just a bit.
And she was the one there defensively.
Yeah.
So Iowa basketball as Summer Lee returns. And she'll guard the inbounds pass. Caitlin Clark against full court pressure. Gets it to Kate Martin in the backcourt. Hawks by 8, 39-31. DePaul has made a little bit of a move here the back half of the second quarter. Now Molly Davis tried to make a move from the left side, and a tripping violation will be called on McErlane. Fifth team foul, so that will send Molly Davis to the free throw line with a 39-31 lead. 3:25 left to go. Davis can't convert the free throw. Now we know how good of a free throw shooting team Iowa is.
No, we're at, I think, 40% behind the line today. So we're going to blame Kinnick.
We will. We're going to blame the outdoor conditions. Last year, the Hawkeyes as a team, 76.8%. Yeah. Second one, got it.
There we go.
2 free throws for Molly Davis in the first half for her 2 points. Iowa back up by 9, 40-31. 3:18 left to go. Three-pointer is in and out by McErlane from the right wing, but an offensive rebound to Cedar, and she fires a three-pointer left side, no, and the ball kicks off the right side of the rim and out of bounds. Hawkeye basketball. Still facing full court pressure. Hawks get it into Clark. Not in a hurry as Lee defends her across the timeline. Caitlin keeps that dribble going. Now turns the corner. Shot no good. Just outside the paint. And a foul on Lee. Clark with free throws.
Caitlin is just 1 for 3 today, so we'll see if she can bring that percentage up.
Last year, Clark almost 84% from the line. Gets the first one to go. Kind of had to beg for that one, though. Clark with 17. Second one short. But Goodman gets the rebound in traffic. And then is called for traveling with 3 Blue Demons around her in the paint. That's good aggressive rebounding, though, by Sharon Goodman.
I see the coaches over there cheering her on.
DePaul basketball. Cedar drives, tried to get it to Allen inside, and intercepted by Caitlin Clark. Clark across the timeline, drives down the right side of the lane. Shot is up and good. She's able to finish and is fouled.
That is one of those where she is, I say, slithering to the hoop. She somehow weaves her way around multiple players to get the layup, and of course is now back at the free throw line.
Kind of had to suspend herself in the air that time and wait for the defense to pass, and then just had enough to lay it up and in. Caitlin's free throw, perfect. So 20 for Clark. Hawks go up 44-31. Anna Stalkey back into the game for Kate Martin. 2:37 left to go, first half. McGurlane across the timeline. Gets it to Clark. Clark wheels to the top of the key. Now Lee. In between the circles, drives left side, goes up with the left hand and finishes it off the window. And a foul will be called on Taylor McCabe. That's Lee's first basket, a chance for a three-point play.
I like this lineup, and it's one you haven't seen very often. It's a smaller lineup.
Free throw good. 44-34. Yeah, Stalkey, Clark, Davis, Goodman, and McCabe. Clark gets a screen, top of the key, spins in the paint, loses control. The ball goes up and count the basket, and she was held on the right hand.
I thought maybe it was a travel from where I'm sitting. It looked like maybe she landed, but I to be honest, she defies gravity half the time, so.
Summer Lee looked like she knocked the ball away, but also got part of the wrist of Caitlin Clark as well. And then Clark just kind of grabbed it and went up and finished it. Missed the free throw. Lee, her second personal foul. 46-34 Iowa as we approach 2 left to go in the second quarter. Cedar creating some space, long-range jumper, right wing, no good. Stalkey the rebound, hands it off to Davis, pushes the ball ahead to McCabe, free throw line extended right. McCabe, lob pass inside, Sharon Goodman able to finish, but a whistle before the shot. O'Harry will pick up the foul. And that'll bring Sharon Goodman to the free throw line. Marshall for McCabe. Sharon Goodman came off the bench last year. Missed the entire season 2 years ago with a knee injury after playing very well her true freshman season. A little bit strong on the free throw.
I feel like I'm seeing a refreshed, rejuvenated Sharon out there who's ready for a great season. Again, coming off those big knee injuries can really,
takes time.
Yeah, it takes time. There's a mental aspect to it.
Goodman makes the second. Comes out of the game. A Fulcher in 47-34 Iowa. DePaul with the basketball. McErlane across the timeline. Gets it to Clark. She's in between the circles. Cedar, same place, pulls up top of the key. Looks, finds McErlane. 47-34, Hawks in command. Really good defense here. And finally a three-pointer in the air by Cedar, right wing, no. And the ball goes out of bounds on the baseline over to the Hawkeyes. No chance that time for DePaul to get anything inside.
No, solid defense. Just a sticky man-to-man, I like to say.
Clark will throw it in against pressure. Fulter gets open. Hands it back to Caitlin, who brings it across the timeline against Lee. Dribbles between her legs, angles to the right. Now, a backdoor cut by Molly Davis. Pump fake, and goes up strong and finishes.
Big time pump fake.
Down court pass, DePaul. O'Harry underneath the basket, lost control of it going up. Hawkeyes in transition, Stalky too far underneath, but a whistle as she took a half-court pass from Clark.
Oh, they called that a foul on Stolke. Okay. So she's to the free throw line. She's getting a lot of free throws in today.
So that'll go against Jory, or make that Kate Clark. Kate Clark for DePaul, Caitlin Clark for Iowa. Kate Clark, her second free throw short. For Hannah Stalke, she'll get another. 49-34, Iowa. Second one, got it.
Looks good.
Hannah with 4. We're under a minute. Second quarter action from Kinnick. Cedar brings it in between the circles. Clark there defensively. Now McErlane gets it inside to Lee. Now back to McErlane for 3 points, and she knocks it down from the right wing. That's her second three-pointer. It's 50-37. Hawkeyes by 13. Clark with the ball at midcourt. Hawks can pretty much just wind this down to zeros. Final possession. Cedar comes out on Clark. Caitlin gets a screen from a Fulter, drives right side. Shot is up and no good. Little runner outside of the lane, but she is held.
I always think about what is going through the minds of the woman guarding Caitlin when you know she's going to take it in. A hope and a prayer. A hope and a prayer.
And that's how she draws a lot of fouls and gets to the free throw line and connects on the first free throw. Second one, perfect.
There we go.
And McCabe will come in for Clark with 2.2 left to go in the second quarter. 52-37 Iowa over DePaul. A crossover at Kinnick. Inbounds to McErlane from half court. No good, didn't hit anything, and that will do it. That brings us to the half. The Hawkeyes 52, the Blue Demons 37. Is your small business ready for a big promotion? To support and celebrate small businesses, United Healthcare and Hawkeye Athletics are teaming up for the Spotlight on the Small Business Sweepstakes. Winners receive radio promotions, social media recognition, and more. To enter, visit HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. United Healthcare is a proud sponsor of the Iowa Hawkeyes. Back with the Bud Light halftime show after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Welcome back. This is Hawkeye women basketball from Learfield. I'm going to go through the stats right now. Iowa's playing strong. They've got, they're shooting well, at 61%, 19 of 31 through the field. They're rebounding well. And their points in the paint are 36 to DePaul's 14. We've got Hannah Stolke, 1 for 2 behind the line, 2 for 8 for 3-pointers, 3 rebounds. Addison O'Grady is 4 for 5 and 7 total rebounds. Kate Martin is 0 for 1, 2 for 2 from behind the free throw line with 3 total rebounds. And Caitlin Clark is 9 for 14, 1 for 4 behind the 3-point line, and 5 for 9 on free throws, with 5 total rebounds. Gabby Marshall's had a quiet day, 0 for 0 with 1 rebound. Molly Davis at 2 for 3 field goal percentage and 2 for 4 free throw percentage with 2 rebounds. Sydney Falter, 1 for 2 and 3 total rebounds. And Sharon Goodman, 2 for 2 from behind the line and 1 rebound. For DePaul, you have Jory Allen is shooting well, 2 for 3, 3 rebounds. Caitlin Gilbert, 3 rebounds. Maeve is 2 for 8 from field goal line and 2 for 5 from behind the 3-point line. And Anya Peoples is 3 for 6 from field goals. And Kate Clark, not to be confused with Caitlin, is 2 for 4 and 1 for 3 for behind the 3-point line. This has been a stat breakdown from the Hawks win basketball from Learfield.
Whether you're building a backyard fence for your family's new best friend or firing up the excavator for your next commercial project, a free and simple call can save you from expensive fines and even save your life. Call 811 at least 2 days before you start your next project to have underground utility lines located and marked. At Mid-American Energy, your safety is our #1 priority. So, make it your priority to call 811 before you dig. Paid for by the customers of Mid-American Energy.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. Your kids will call it totally lit. But we like ruggability. And you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
If you've got the right tools and the friendly people at U.S. Bank in your corner, making smarter money choices is a piece of cake. If only our tools and helpful advisors could have helped you avoid some of those not-so-smart choices in life. Like that time you tried to pick up unicycling.
Whoa, coming through!
Or when you thought it'd be okay to pet that squirrel in the park.
Good squirrel, good squirrel.
While we can't help you with all that, we can help you bank smartly at usbank.com/smarter together. Member FDIC.
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
On the Hawkeyes Sports Network from Learfield, this is Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Brought to you by Authentic Brand. Unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Hy-Vee. Score big savings and shop online at hyvee.com. Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit ialottery.com for details. Honda. To see how Honda crushes the competition, see your Central Midwest Honda dealer. Honda gets the Midwest. And by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right. This is the Budweiser Halftime Show. Now back to courtside.
Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium on this historic day. Well over 50,000 people in attendance. Broke the attendance record, I believe, was set in 2002. UConn versus Oklahoma at the Alamo Dome in Texas. Let's see here. So we've got a game. Hawkeyes 52, DePaul 37. And the Hawkeyes are, again, shooting 61% to DePaul's 31%. They are 19 of 31 in field goals. Hawkeyes shooting 14% behind the three-point line to DePaul's 32%. 1 of 7 to 6 of 19. Hawkeyes struggling a little bit behind the free throw line today. 13 of 26. 13 of 26. And points in the paint. This one's, a great one. 36 points in the paint to DePaul's 14. Iowa's getting it inside to their bigs and getting it going there.
Okay, that brings you up to date on the first half as Iowa leads at 52-37, the crossover at Kinnick. Back with more on the Bud Light Halftime Show. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball from Learfield.
Want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Escape to Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact Travel Leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. Your kids will call it totally lit. But we like ruggability. And you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Iowa. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back. We are at the half, Iowa and DePaul, the first exhibition game of the season for the Hawkeye women's basketball team. And State Farm, of course, is a sponsor of today's game. And I'm pleased to be joined by Kristen Cook, the CMO at State Farm. And Kristen, thanks so much for joining me. And just tell me how this crossover at Kinnick, which is an unbelievable event, why it's important to be involved to sponsor this.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I think at State Farm, we've largely been synonymous with sports, and we're very proud of our sports culture, whether it's our award-winning sponsorships or creative strategies, or even working with talent that we're fortunate to work with. And so when we think about sports in general, bringing together family, friends, good neighbors of all generations to inspire, entertain, tap into competitive spirits, that is what I think crossover at Kinnick is all about. And we're so excited to be part of it. It's a historic moment, obviously, for Iowa, Coach Bluder, Caitlin Clark, her team. And I think it's a big moment for elevating NCAA women's basketball and women's basketball in general. And so this record-breaking event, I think, further shows the tremendous support and pride that not only Hawkeye fans have for their team, but also the excitement from sports fans to support this. And we look forward to helping that continue to grow.
Yeah, what is State Farm's history supporting women's sports in particular?
Well, investing in women's sports is a win for everyone. And we are very proud that we've invested in championed women's sports for over 20 years. And our desire is to continue to lead through action. And we think that's really important. Over the past few decades, we've showed up in numerous ways, supporting women in sports, whether that's featuring athletes in our commercials, to sponsoring events, teams, leagues, and more. We've continued to take actions in a way that provides the necessary support for women to grow. We believe that rising tides lift all boats. And so I think when you think about our longstanding position in being a champion of sports, and you partner that with our core brand value, that core brand value that we have of like a good neighbor, State Farm's there, I think for us, it's about how do we help protect what matters most? And the brand is uniquely positioned to help connect this momentum and excitement about women's sports and really kind of elevate the coverage around it and help tell the stories of these amazing teams and these wonderful athletes that are putting it all on the floor, that are leaving it all on the floor.
Well, and speaking of, you played basketball at Syracuse, and how was that experience, and how did it kind of drive you to what you're doing now at State Farm?
Well, I'm a proud alumni of the Syracuse women's basketball team. Ironically, my assistant coach years back is now the head coach, Felicia Leggett, and really excited about her and the team and what they'll accomplish this season. I think for many, and I'm certain that many Iowa student athletes can say the same thing, that playing sports has had an undeniable impact on my life. It shaped who I am. And whether it's about working hard, dealing with adversity, preparation, teamwork, those are skill sets that kind of transcend. And I think that's helped shape, who I am in the business world also too. And so I think a big part of the journey as well was just having role models that inspired me and being the best version of myself on and off the court. And that continues through. And so for me, I often talk about, I've stood on the shoulders of others that have come before me, and, how can we be shoulders for others to stand on? And I think sports creates this invaluable opportunity to prepare people for various stages of their lives in so many ways. And I think that also correlates to the business that we're in at State Farm. Insurance provides preparation at various stages in people's lives too. And so we believe that it's important. And as good neighbors, we want to help protect that opportunity for future generations. So really excited about supporting Crossover at Kinnick, and really excited about the ways that we can continue to elevate women's sports. And it's going to be really exciting.
Well, Kristen, I appreciate your involvement, and it's been a terrific event, no doubt about it.
Thank you very much.
We'll be back with more The Crossover at Kinnick as the halftime show rolls along. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Something big is happening. Introducing Hy-Vee Perks. Now, Hy-Vee Fuel Saver is Hy-Vee Perks. Get the same great benefits like fuel savings. Plus, save even more on hundreds of products store-wide with Hy-Vee Perks prices. Like Tide, H Perks price, $9.97. And bananas, H Perks price, 39 cents a pound. Make the switch or sign up for Hy-Vee Perks and start saving today. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
You might think Iowa grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. While farmers work hard to grow the best crop, their Iowa corn checkoff investments are hard at work too. Opening local and global markets for corn and corn-fed products, educating drivers on unleaded 88 as the best fuel at the pump, finding new uses for corn, and sharing the farmer's story. Iowa corn farmers are backed by researchers, educators, market experts, and more. To keep corn growing Iowa.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Running a business is a lot of work. Luckily, I've got a great partner.
Oh, I think you...
I meant U.S. Bank.
I knew that.
U.S. Bank Business Essentials is a huge help to us.
Totally. Their comprehensive point-of-sale system does it all. Tracks inventory, manages schedules, customizes orders.
Plus all the regular banking stuff.
If only it could make coffee.
Nah, that's your job.
From point of sale to quick loans, we have many ways to make your business boom. That's what U.S. Bank is for. U.S. Bank. We'll get there together. Equal housing lender member FDIC.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel, the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. Jill Armstrong and her team strive to make every buyer and seller at ease with the real estate process. If you are in the market to buy or sell a home, contact the Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty. For all your real estate needs, call 319-631-5455.
Two teams trade baskets just to start the third quarter. Clark gets it inside turns down the right side of the lane, goes up off the window and finishes, and is fouled from behind by Peoples. Clark hit a 3, and Peoples a 2, and then Clark another 2, and will come to the line to try to complete the traditional three-point play.
Just barely got it in, but bucket's a bucket.
That free throw missed to the left, but a big gust of wind came up out of the north.
Yes, because I'm feeling papers flying and
she's smiling about it. Free throw was right on target and then just moved to the left, didn't hit anything. So there's one air ball that she talked about.
Yes.
57-39, Hawkeyes on top, just underway, third quarter. Here's Gilbert making a move in the paint, spins toward the middle of the lane, and took an extra step. Traveling will be called on Caitlin Gilbert.
It's good defense by the Hawks. It just threw her off enough that she took that extra little step.
Halftime show is brought to you by Bud Light. Bud Light, proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. DePaul basketball as they intercept a pass, throw it cross court for 3, and knocking it down is McErlane.
She's 3 of 6 behind the line, having a good day shooting.
Now has 11. Down the lane, Hannah Stolke, the right side. It curled off the right.
I'm blaming it on the wind.
Yeah, why not? Here's a pull-up jumper, paint. Gilbert, no good. Kate Martin comes down with the ball across the timeline. Hawks 57. DePaul 42. Here's Marshall, left wing, 3, in and out. Rebound. O'Grady missed the first, got the second with the left hand.
He's getting closer to the double-double.
That's 10 points for Addie O'Grady. Baseline drive is up and no good by Gilbert. Good job defensively by Kate Martin. She grabbed the rebound. Now at the top of the key, drives down the left side of the lane. Easy left-handed layup off the window.
She made that look really easy. And I actually should point out, Addie O'Grady does officially have a double-double. 10 points, 10 rebounds.
And a 30-second timeout taken by DePaul. The crossover at Kinnick presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. 7:09 left to go in the third. Iowa 61, DePaul 42. The Hawks led 52-37 at the half. Clark has 29 points. O'Grady, as you mentioned, double-double with 10. And the attendance officially at 55,646. Shatters the record.
I was just going to say, we're safe for the record. I think I read that the Nebraska volleyball event had 90,000, something along those lines.
Yeah, this is for women's basketball.
Yep.
Yeah, I watched some of that on TV. That was
incredible.
Impressive.
It's incredible to see women's sports, no matter what that sport is, have this sort of exposure and excitement around it. And I'm sure we'll see more of these types of events from here on out, which is absolutely exhilarating for women's sports.
And what a tribute to the fans who've been talking about this for months since the official announcement came out, and then to come out.
To show up.
Because all 55,000, some of them can't see a whole lot.
Exactly.
I've been to Final Fours where at the Superdome in New Orleans and walked up all the way to the top.
Yep.
And you looked like you were in an airplane.
Yeah, you need your binoculars to be able to see anything.
But just to come out and embrace the experience, over 55,000 have done that this afternoon. It's a great time to join the Iowa Lottery's free VIP club. Members receive free plays, special offers, insider news. and can enter promotions to win cash and other great prizes. Visit ialottery.com/VIP to learn more. Hawkeye basketball also presented by U.S. Cellular. Proud sponsor. U.S. Cellular is built for the Hawkeyes. They're built for great interceptions and better reception, watching touchdowns instead of touchscreens, and waving before streaming. After all, game day only comes once a week during the football season. U.S. Cellular, built for us. First of 2 exhibition games for the Hawkeyes, as they will entertain Clark University next Sunday afternoon. Clark, the NAIA national champions last year. And then it will all get underway for real on November 6th as Fairleigh Dickinson will come to Carver Hawkeye Arena. And then a major test on the 9th, Iowa and Virginia Tech from Charlotte.
I cannot wait.
61-42 Iowa, 7:09 left to go in the third. DePaul basketball out of the timeout. And they immediately turn it over. Just some miscommunication between Mackerlane and Summerlee. Committed that turnover 40 feet from the basket.
Just sort of sloppy play. It feels like it got a little chilly. I wonder if the team is feeling the same way.
You know, they have the heated benches here that you see on the sideline of football games during the winter months. Inside, O'Grady turns left hand, a little bit strong. Good catch in the paint. And in transition, the layup is no good by Gilbert, but she is fouled on a right-handed layup attempt on the left side. That'll go against a Fulter, her first. And 2 shots for Gilbert. Transfer from Missouri. First free throw is short. Shooting at the basket to our right. Second one, perfect. Kaylin Gilbert, her first point of the afternoon. Molly Davis across the timeline. Being defended by Mackerlane. Davis gets it back and left-handed layup.
Stokey to Davis.
That's 2 really good passes on the inside by Hannah Stolke.
Yep. She seems like she has worked on her strength and conditioning in the offseason. Just her core seems strong.
Sedor kicks it back out to O'Harry. Her 3-pointer no good. Rebound is chased down by O'Harry in the paint, and a jump ball is called underneath the basket. Sharon Goodman back for the Hawkeyes. 63-43, Iowa by 20. 6:07 left to go in the third. Ball possession for the Hawkeyes underneath the basket. And a lob pass run down by Hannah Stolke, but her momentum took her out of bounds at the other end, and we do have a push. Summerlee from behind picked up her third. So the Hawkeyes at least advanced the ball into their front court.
That's for sure.
Clark will throw it in.
But Stokey has some pretty impressive foot speed, for sure.
She can run the floor. There's no doubt about that. What a weapon.
I have no idea if she ran track in high school, but I bet she could run a mean 400 dash.
Well, we were always joking last year, hey, don't let the track team see her get up and down. Adjusting the clock with 6:05 left to go in the third. Hawks in command, 63-43. Clark looks, fires it into the corner. Molly Davis for three, scoots off the right side of the rim. Weak side rebound to Gilbert. Gilbert for DePaul, kicks it left side. A three-pointer is good by Cedor. She has 10, 63-46. Here's Molly Davis on the left wing. Hands it off to Clark. She'll fire a three-pointer, rimming no. Davis, rebound, putback is good.
She kept that ball high and put it right back up. Easy two for Molly.
And did it quickly. Got off the ground nicely. 15-foot jumper, elbow, no good for O'Harry. Weak side board, Molly Davis pushing the basketball. Hands it off to Clark for three, left wing. Count it. That's what they came to see.
Love the energy.
68-46. Gilbert on the drive, goes up strong down the left side, and the ball's knocked away and out of bounds. Touch last by the Hawkeyes. Kylie Feuerbach comes in for Caitlin Clark. So Clark with 32, timeout on the court. 4:59 left to go in the third. The crossover at Kinnick, Iowa 68, DePaul 46. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships. Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Welcome back to Kinnick Stadium. The court will be torn apart this afternoon, and of course get ready for Iowa Hawkeye football next Saturday as the battle for Floyd of Rosedale, Iowa and Minnesota. Clark with 32, 5 rebounds and 7 assists on 12 of 19 shooting. 3 out of 8 now from behind the arc. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is responsible for our community being home to countless amateur sporting events and state tournaments. From state volleyball, wrestling, tennis, and much more, the State Sports Commission generates significant annual economic impact while adding sustainability to our quality of life. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission is a proud presenting sponsor of University of Iowa Women's Athletics. Learn more at wegotnext.org. The Iowa City Area Sports Commission. DePaul basketball underneath their own goal and barely get it in. Had to throw it off Kylie Feuerbach in the lane just to do so. And a whistle underneath. Second foul on Fulter. And we're going to get another quick foul on the Hawkeyes. Kylie Feuerbach.
She almost had the steal, but then a little bit of body.
went after a steal off the inbounds. So DePaul will do it again. Hawkeyes 68, DePaul 46. 4:55 left to go in the third. This time it'll be Lee from the side. Gets it into Mackerlane. Now back to Lee, tries to make a move. Kicks it to O'Harry, and as she penetrates the lane, a foul will be called on the Hawkeyes. It'll be Sharon Goodman with her second. So 3 quick fouls on the Hawkeyes. O'Harry gets it in. There's Mackerlane. Lee, just right of the top of the key, gets a screen, drives down the left side and plows into Kylie Feuerbach, and traveling is called. Good job defensively for Kylie Feuerbach as A.J. Ediger comes into the game. One of the goals, of course, for Coach Bluder, after, of course, winning the game, was to make sure everybody got a chance to play in this one. A.J. Ediger makes her first appearance. Hawkeye basketball against some pressure. It's always good to see this time of year. And after a steal by DePaul, Molly Davis re-steals the basketball and gets it into the front court. Dumps it off for Kylie Feuerbach for 3. No good. That jumper looked good from the left wing. Long rebound down to DePaul. 68-46 Hawkeyes. Here's Gilbert, just right at the top of the key. Fakes right, goes left, pulls up her dribble. Now on the right side, Mackerlane misfires from 3. She's been hot. Rebound down to the Hawkeyes. Feuerbach across the timeline. We're under 4, third quarter. Here's McCabe. Floats a pass to Davis. No look pass in to A.J. Ediger. Knocked out of bounds underneath by Charlize O'Harry.
Just a touch a second late on that pass. Almost had it.
So Davis will inbounds, gets it into Ediger, hands it back to Molly. She makes a move into the paint, lost control of the ball, but enough to get it out to a Fulter. And a whistle, and 3 seconds will be called on the Hawkeyes.
Kind of sloppy play on both sides in the last minute or two here.
We'll see what happens on this possession for DePaul. Gilbert in between the circles. Left side, Mackerlane. Now kicks it out to McCline for 3. Can't connect from the left wing. Weak side rebound taken down by O'Harry. And she is tied up by Sydney Fulter along the baseline. Possession arrow favors the Blue Demons. They get it into Mackerlane coming off a screen. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebound, Kylie Feuerbach. And she saves it from going out of bounds to a Fulter. And a Fulter brings it across the timeline. Angles right side. Now McCabe in between the circles. Davis rolls through offense to the right side. Now Feuerbach on the right wing. Pulls it back out with 7 to shoot. A Fulter, free throw line extended left, drives baseline. Kicks it to Ediger. Short jumper in the paint, no good. Hawks go after the rebound, but it's dug up by DePaul. Gilbert, long pass down court. Actually hit the cameraman.
That got the cameraman.
But he's okay.
Yeah. He'll survive.
Little too much on that one. That was not a Caitlin Clark type half-court pass. Didn't have the touch on it.
Right, she's got the control, that sort of ease of passing. That was a launch. That was a bomb.
68-46 Iowa. 2:48 left to go in the third. Hawkeyes with the basketball. Still facing that full court pressure. Here's McCabe. Weaves her way across the timeline. Pushes the ball right side. So Fulter now back to McCabe for 3. Drills it from left to the top of the key. We saw that a few times last year.
Yeah, she's a sharpshooter for sure.
in her second year. Make that move from freshman to sophomore, and a steal by McCabe. Brings it across the timeline. Now Davis for three, left wing. Count it.
I think Caitlin Clark just almost knocked her down in celebration.
Timeout taken by DePaul after a flurry by the Hawkeyes with 2:08 left to go in the third quarter. A wide open Molly Davis on the left wing drilled the three-pointer. In business, Mid-American Energy can help you save energy and add to your bottom line. Visit Mid-American Energy to learn more. When corn grows fuel, Iowans win. Ethanol is a renewable fuel that's better for our environment, our health, and our wallets. Share your winning moments using #IowansWin. Plus, you'll be eligible for some fun Corny giveaways. Hawkeye basketball brought to you by Iowa Corn. 74-46. Nice run by the Hawkeyes. Approaching 2 minutes left to go, third quarter, and the sun peeks through once again. Seedor back at the game, hands it off to Gilbert. Left to the top of the key, behind the outer arc. Now makes a move in the paint, pulls up from 14, short on the jumper. Caitlin Clark the rebound. Clark across the timeline, one-hand pass to Kate Martin, who had it knocked away by McCline and out of bounds. Hawkeyes will have it right across from the Iowa bench. Martin drops it off for Clark. Almost a logo three, but gets it to Hannah Stuelke, who misfires from 14, and the rebound taken down by Seedor. Seedor gets it to Mackerlane. Now inside Maskowicz. And traveling will be called on the Blue Demons. She shuffled her feet, trying to make a move in the paint.
And Addison O'Grady's playing some solid post defense as well today.
And she has a double-double.
Yes.
And now is posting up strong, gets the ball, couldn't handle the pass from Clark. That's one she's going to have to make sure she secures. All the way to the basket. McCline missed the layup. Rebound Clark. Numbers for the Hawkeyes. Clark dribbles between her legs at the top of the key. Now flips it inside O'Grady. This time Addie had it knocked away by Maskowicz and out of bounds. And a whistle underneath. And it will be the call touched last by the Hawkeyes. DePaul basketball. Under a minute left to go, third quarter. 74-46 Hawkeyes. Here's Gilbert on the right wing. Hannah Stuelke on her. Gilbert dribbles around, now flies down the left side of the lane. Left-handed layup is up and good. Got it to go, and a foul will be called on Addie O'Grady coming over to help. So Gilbert at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. O'Grady and Stuelke will have the inside of the lane. Free throw, good. Nice release by Gilbert, the transfer from Missouri.
Still got the full court press going on.
And as the Hawkeyes entered the ball, a quick foul. That'll be on DePaul going after the steal. Gilbert will pick up her fourth. Clark will toss it in underneath the basket. Gets a bounce pass to Kate Martin. Now back to Clark, and then Martin brings it across the timeline with 22 to shoot, 32 on the game clock. Marshall drops it inside. Kate Martin, a strong move in the paint, and finishes and is fouled.
A very solid post move by Kate Martin. And a smile on her face.
Gathered and went up strong.
Yeah.
Posted strong. Turned to her right and got it to go from about 8 feet. Feuerbach back in for Caitlin Clark. And Kate Martin will be at the line. Iowa leads at 76-49. 25 seconds left to go in the third. Free throw, good.
Got it.
Kate got that one to climb over the front of the rim. 18 seconds left to go for DePaul, and the ball knocked away and out of bounds. Touch last by Hannah Stalkey. DePaul gets the ball in. Swing it to the corner. McCline for three, no. Marshall goes after the rebound, had it knocked away, but dug up by Kate Martin, and then stolen away from her by Gilbert, and she lays it up and in with 5 seconds left to go.
It was sort of one of those retaliatory moves.
Kate picks up her third. Hawkeyes had 2 opportunities to secure the basketball. And then Gilbert just took it right away from Kate Martin, scored. Kate committed the foul, and Gilbert a chance for a three-point play with 5.3 left to go. Short on the free throw. Gady grabs the rebound. Martin from half court, wide left.
I think got another cameraman in the mix here.
Well, that's tough duty down there. You got to be ready.
He also appears to be okay, but.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. A good one for the Hawkeyes after leading 52-37 at the half. Lead it after 3, 77-51. We'll go to the fourth at the crossover at Kinnick. Hawkeyes in command. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Can you think of anything that costs the same today as it did 10 years ago? There isn't much. That is, unless you're a Mid-American Energy customer. Thanks to all the renewable energy we're generating, our customers pay nearly the same rate for electricity today as they did back when we were all singing, "Call Me Maybe." And with Mid-American making even more investments in clean energy, you can count on enjoying those same affordable rates for the next decade. Now that's obsessively, relentlessly at your service.
Maybe your hometown celebrates long-standing Swiss traditions. Cow chip throwing, or even classic car muscle. Everyone has a hometown, and every hometown has a festival. Cenex wants to hear about yours. That's why we're launching the Hometown Throwdown. Tell us about your fest, and it could win $100,000. Learn more at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Hawks have won every quarter. Lead DePaul after 3, 77-51. Outscored the Blue Demons 25-14 in the third, 28-19 in the second, 24-18 after 1. Dodge Street Tire and Auto, locally owned and operated and voted best of the area for the 10th consecutive year, proudly supports Iowa women's basketball. Trust Dodge Street Tire for honest auto repair and the best deals on Goodyear and Toyo tires. Dodge Street Tire and Auto celebrating over 30 good years on the corner of Dodge and Church Streets. Caitlin Clark with 32. Molly Davis with 13 off the Hawkeye bench. Many of the players commented about the improvement she has made in the offseason, and it is shown today.
For sure. She's been doing it all. Grabbing rebounds, scoring, passing.
Addie O'Grady also in double figures with 10. Mackerlane for DePaul with 11. Hawkeye basketball, first possession of the fourth quarter. Anna Stalky, top of the key. Drives down the right side, kicks it in the corner. Gabby Marshall for three, in and out. Rebound to Peoples. Blue Demons on the move. Hawkeyes do a good job to get back defensively. In the paint, Seedor kicks it back out to Gilbert for three, right wing, no. Nice rebound by Addie O'Grady.
She had the one hand and she secured it.
77-51. Here's Clark behind her back along the baseline. Left-handed shot, no. O'Grady the rebound, and then she has it knocked away from her and dug up by Peoples. DePaul look to try to get an easy basket. The Hawkeyes retreated nicely on defense. Peebles gets it to Mackerlane. They swing it to Gilbert on the right side. She holds, takes one dribble. Cross-court pass to Mackerlane. She's sealed off by Kate Martin. Now inside Seedor with 4 to shoot. And that shot spins out from mid-range. Clark the rebound. Across the timeline. Down to Kate Martin. Strong move on the right wing. Missed it with the left hand.
It was a good move. It was just one of those that rimmed out.
Yeah, Kate will make that 9 out of 10. Allen at the top of the key for DePaul. Gives it to Gilbert. Tries to make a move toward the baseline. And a hold will be called on Anna Stalky.
The girls do look a little bit winded. I'm sure the coolness and the different environment has a lot to play in that, but also first game of the year.
This is typically the time where Iowa has a closed scrimmage against another team, but obviously had this opportunity today. And what a show it has been. Allen, spin move in the lane. Nice job, and gets it to go over Addison O'Grady.
Yeah, just going from a closed scrimmage to a small, quaint game of 55,000 spectators.
Yeah, one or two people around, huh? Clark missed the shot from the right side. O'Grady got another rebound, this time a little bit stronger with it, and kicks it out to Kate Martin for three. And that is off the left side of the rim, and a foul on the rebound. And that'll go against O'Grady.
Love it when, I think Addie O'Grady, again, focused this summer, is getting strong down there with the ball. She just showed that. Will still continue to be a focus area for her, but has 14 rebounds so far today, so not doing too shabby.
And had many early.
Yep.
77-53. Sharon Goodman comes in for O'Grady. Hawkeyes on top. DePaul with the basketball. Here's Seedor. Makes a move in the paint. Lost her balance against Gabby Marshall. And a whistle as Gabby Marshall will pick up the foul.
Marshall's had kind of a quiet day. I think she's yet to score. But again, early on in the season, not too worried, but
the way she shot the ball at the Big Ten tournament and the NCAA tournament. Hawks don't win without those shots going down.
I think that's the thing with her that makes her such a powerful player, is she turns it on at the exact right times.
And always has to defend the opposition's best player. So DePaul basketball, they get it in, and Peoples pulls up from 15 left wing and knocks it down off the dribble. And then Goodman tried to get it to Marshall. That pass too high, and Hawkeyes turn it over, and a missed three-pointer deep in the corner by Seedor. Peoples now in double figures with 11, and we had a foul away from the ball. They get Stalky with her second. Fans in a IOWA chant. As DePaul gets it in, and an immediate whistle, and that's Stolke again.
These are little kind of ticky-tack fouls.
Away from the ball, and her for a push underneath. And now that'll bring DePaul to the free throw line with Gilbert. And she gets the first one to go off the right side of the rim and down. Gilbert with 5, all in the third and fourth quarters, and now 6. 77-57. DePaul climbs to within 20. Goodman gets it to Clark. She's doubled and then drives the ball across the timeline, and Gilbert settles in defensively. Now Caitlin all the way to the basket. A little bit short on the layup attempt. The ball loose and dug up by Sedor. Sedor across the timeline. Gets it to the top of the key. Jory Allen reverses it to Mackerlane, who gets it inside to Sedor, who lays it up and in.
Good ball movement there by DePaul.
And she has 12. And the Hawkeyes want to take timeout. 6:46 left to go in the contest. Nice little run here the last couple of minutes by the Blue Demons. Iowa 77, DePaul 59. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
The UI uses the same amount of energy as all the rest of Iowa City. That's why we have our own power plant, and we're committed to making it clean. By 2025, we'll rely completely on climate-friendly, alternative fuels. Deep in the boiler rooms, engineers from the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative are optimizing the power plant so it can handle these new fuels more efficiently. Learn more about it at uiowaenergycollaborative.com. That's uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. Your kids will call it totally lit. But we like ruggability. And you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
Hi, I'm Gary Dolphin, and if you want your home to be exceptionally comfortable during these cold Iowa winters and hot, humid summers, you need to turn to Dave Lennox and your local Lennox home comfort specialist. Lennox has been serving Iowa consumers since 1895, when Dave Lennox built his first furnace in Marshalltown, and Lennox is still building its high-efficiency furnaces and air conditioners there today. For the best home comfort system you can buy, it's Lennox and your local Lennox dealer. Lennox and the Hawkeyes. Now there's a winning combination.
DePaul on an 8-0 run to start the fourth quarter. Iowa still with the lead with 6:48 left to go. 77-59. Iowa and Clark, second exhibition game of the year next Sunday. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels, the Homewood Suites and the Home 2 Suites by Hilton. Each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. Caitlin Clark with 32, 8 rebounds and 7 assists. You can't have a triple-double in an exhibition game, can you?
I'm wondering, is she going to get it? Just close.
And she will be back on the court with 6:46 left to go. And the sun starting to fade behind the press box here at Kinnick. So the fans on the east side still enjoying some sunshine. The rest of us, it's over for today.
I've got one glove on now.
Hawkeye basketball. Clark gets it from Marshall. Three-pointer left to the top of the key off the left side of the rim. Rebound taken down by Peoples of DePaul. Mackerlane for three, swishes this one from the left wing.
She's been solid behind the line today. I want to say she's 4 for 8, shooting 50%.
Well, DePaul certainly know their way around postseason.
Yep.
They've been there every year from 2002 all the way to the 21-22 season. That's all NCAA tournaments, one NIT, one WNIT.
Wow.
Here's Peebles in the paint. Shot. A runner is good. Little fadeaway off the dribble.
They're not going away. They're still pressing.
And it's 77-64. Hawkeyes with a lead in the basketball. Molly Davis into the paint, kicks it back out. Gabby Marshall for three, a little bit strong. Weak side rebound. Gilbert down court, shot no by Mackerlane, but the rebound to Gilbert. Boy, she hustled down after making that pass. Peebles tries to angle her way to the basket and beats Molly Davis to the rim, lays it up and in.
DePaul's made 5 of their last 7 shots. Pushing ahead here. Not ahead, but pushing forward here.
And the run continues in the fourth quarter. Inside, Molly Davis pump fakes, kicks it out. Hannah Stolke for three, short from the right wing. Rebound to Cedar. Lob pass inside to Allen. Missed the layup. Stolke might have got a piece of it from behind. Here's Clark in the front court. Little floater off the window, no good. Missed it from the right side. 77-66. DePaul. Cedar all the way to the rim. No good with the right-handed layup on the left side.
This is where I would advise maybe just to slow down a touch. But
well, Clark speeds her way to the rim. Shot no. Thought there was contact. And a steal by a Fulter. Down court pass. Clark.
Okay.
A layup off the window.
I guess.
Boy, credit Sydney Fulter.
She's one of my favorites. She is going to scrap and scrap and scrap. And things come out of that, right? Steals, assists.
Tough defense. 79-66. Approaching 4 minutes left to go. All the way to the rim. Layup is good by Peebles. Took it from the left wing all the way to the basket. Has 17. Had 7 at the half. Three-pointer. There's Gabby Marshall.
Right when we needed her to sort of squash this run by DePaul.
82-68. DePaul with the basketball. Cross-court pass. Three-pointer right wing. No good by Gilbert. But Allen gets the rebound. Three-point attempt. Deep in the corner. No good. Cedar. She gets her own rebound and a whistle along the baseline.
Yeah, that was a foul by Caitlin, and I think it was a little bit of a frustration foul.
So that's her first.
Didn't quite have the position, so she, sort of swiped.
Feuerbach comes in. Cedar at the free throw line will get a pair for DePaul. First one, good. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball. Second one is no good. 1 out of 2 for Cedar. 82-69 Hawkeyes with the lead in the basketball. Along the baseline, Davis pushes the ball to Martin. Now a drive by Feuerbach. Hands it off to Kate Martin. Now to Hannah Stolke. Power move in the paint is good.
Again, just the improvement from last year. Her ability to kind of keep that ball and not lose possession.
And here's a steal by Clark. Tried to get it down on the paint. Caitlin came around and stole it away with her left hand. She has the ball, gets it off to Stolke. In the paint, takes one dribble and the finish. Back-to-back baskets for Hannah Stolke. And timeout taken by DePaul with 2:50 left to go in the fourth. Hawkeyes 86, Blue Demons 69. This is Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here.
Welcome to What If, the show where I, Jake from State Farm, answer your insurance what ifs. We've got a call from Millie. What's up?
Hi, Jake. What if, hypothetically, a moose gets mad at my car and rams into my windshield? Hypothetically.
Just file a claim on the app. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Great, but what if the moose eats my phone? Hypothetically.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
You're listening to coverage of Hawkeye women's basketball, powered by the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, empowering Hawkeyes to do energy right.
Caitlin Clark with 34 points, 9 rebounds, 9 assists, still on the court. How about a crossover at Kinnick, triple-double?
There you go. Seems fitting.
DePaul basketball with 2:40 left to go. Mackerlane slips the ball right side to Peoples. She makes a move in the paint, little fadeaway with the right hand, finishes, and is knocked down, and a Hawkeye foul.
That was a great move and a great finish.
Martin picks up her fourth. Anaya Peoples averaged just under 10 points a game last year, has 19 in this contest. Short on the free throw.
Oh,
Clark the rebound. So there's 10
there
boards.
We go.
How does she do it? Ball comes right to her. Inside. In traffic, Hannah Stalkey goes straight up, and she's double teamed, and a blocking foul will be called on DePaul along the baseline. So Hannah Stalkey at the free throw line for a pair, swishes the first one.
Just having a solid fourth quarter.
9 points. Second one, got it.
Hey.
Looked really good on those two. Fourth player in double figures for the Hawkeyes, 88-71. Hawks in command, inside. Peoples goes up on the right block, no good, and the ball goes out of bounds, touched last by the Blue Demons. Iowa basketball with 2:12 left to go. Clark gets it in to Kylie Feuerbach, now back to Caitlin. Gilbert will be with her as she brings it across the timeline. Left side, Molly Davis. Now Clark fakes a three, drives in, kicks it off to a slashing Hannah Stalkey. 10th assist. There's a triple-double for Caitlin Clark at the crossover at Kinnick. 90-71. Bounce pass inside to Cedar, goes up, has it blocked away. Clark comes away with it. Another rebound. Whips a pass cross court. Feuerbach along the baseline, kicks it to Kate Martin. Easy layup over the front of the rim.
Some really great ball movement here to close out the game.
Cedar gets it along the baseline for DePaul. Now to Gilbert. Into the corner, wide open three-pointer is no good. And a down court pass to Kate Martin, left all alone. DePaul didn't get back. Kate finishes, has 11, and a substitution timeout. 94-71.
And an 8-0 run here over the last minute 19. So we're going to finish this game out strong. Looks like we have a new crew in.
Kennick Johnson, true freshman, seeing her first action.
What a first game. Not many people get to say that their first game is at Kinnick Stadium.
And Kennick, a 5'4" guard out of Joliet. And the Hawks have a ton of recruits here today, too.
I thought I saw that. Are they sitting behind us?
I'm sure they're somewhere around here enjoying this experience. Kate Martin comes out of the game with 11. Back for her 6th year. Tough decision for her to make in the offseason, but wanted to be a Hawkeye one more year. Under 1 minute. DePaul working the ball around the outer arc. I'll drop it into O'Hare. Dribbles, spins, underhand scoop shot, no good. Ettinger couldn't pick up the rebound. Maskowicz does. Missed a couple of inside shots. The ball knocked away. Goes out of bounds to the Hawkeyes. Jada Jimfy also in. Taylor McCabe. The Hawks get it into McCabe, 94-71. McCabe brings the ball across the timeline with a left-handed dribble. Now angles to the right side, spins. Now Jimfy out on the wing, gets it inside to A.J. Ettinger, a little bit strong on the bank shot from the paint.
It's a good look. It was a good look.
Karstensen tries to get it inside as McCline goes up strong, and a whistle underneath. And a push is going to be called on Jada Jimfy. That'll be her first. So free throws for O'Hare. 94-71. The left-hander puts it up and a little bit strong. Stay tuned for the post-game show, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association. Second one is good. And the Hawks will dribble this one out. McCabe walks it across the timeline, and that will do it. The crossover at Kinnick. In the books, Iowa 94, DePaul 72. Hawks and the Blue Demons shake hands at midcourt. Now, what an experience for the DePaul players as well.
Right. One they'll never forget.
I think anybody in this building will remember this one for quite some time. And all went well. Hawkeyes coming off a 31-7 record. Get exhibition victory number 1. 94-72. University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or a minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or urgent care locations throughout the Iowa City Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare, proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. Hawkeye fans throughout the season, you can join head coach Lisa Bluder for Hawk Talk, presented by Oaknall at the Hyatt Regency in Coralville this year. Hawk Talk with Coach Bluder takes place weekly from 6 until 7. The full schedule will be posted on HawkeyeSports.com a little bit later on this month. All fans, of course, are welcome to attend. We had great crowds last year and expect the same this year. Hawk Talk at the Hyatt Regency, presented by Oaknall. We'll be back with the postgame show from Kinnick as the sun is down behind the press box, getting a little bit chilly, but the Hawkeye fans will stick around and enjoy this as Coach Bluder will address the crowd. We'll be back. Postgame show from Kinnick after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
When the game goes into overtime, but the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Order Bud Light online today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hey, Hawkeyes, while your hard-working class are on the court, there's a team behind the scenes making sure that the power keeps going, the water keeps flowing, and the temps inside are just right. Introducing the University of Iowa Energy Collaborative. The collaborative is a public-private partnership between UI, NG, and Meridium. It delivers the funds UI needs to drive our academic and research excellence while optimizing campus utilities for a generation to come. Check it out at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Something big is happening. Introducing Hy-Vee Perks. Now, Hy-Vee Fuel Saver is Hy-Vee Perks. Get the same great benefits like fuel savings. Plus, save even more on hundreds of products store-wide with Hy-Vee Perks prices. Like Tide, H Perks price $9.97. And bananas, H Perks price 39 cents a pound. Make the switch or sign up for Hy-Vee Perks and start saving today. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. Your kids will call it totally lit. But we like ruggability. And you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest. On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this is the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show, delivering solutions for every life, every day. Hawkeye basketball is brought to you by U.S. Bank, proud to support Iowa basketball. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Wimmer's Meats, the official hot dog of the Hawkeyes. Also by United Healthcare, proud sponsors of Small Business Spotlight. Sign up your small business at HawkeyeSports.com/UHC. Once again, here's Rob Brooks.
In front of a record-setting crowd to see a women's basketball game, 55,646. Iowa defeats DePaul 94-72. A triple-double by Caitlin Clark, 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. A double-double for Addison O'Grady, 10 points and 14 rebounds. Welcome to the postgame show. Tiffany, how about some of the other stats as the Hawkeyes put 5 players in double figures?
Yep. So, well, one fun thing is that every player got in the game today, and we saw some different and interesting contributions. Kate Martin had 11 points, 8 rebounds. You mentioned Caitlin Clark with her triple-double. And Addison O'Grady with her double-double, but Hannah Stolke came on strong in that fourth quarter, 12 points, 4-10 behind for free throws, and 3 rebounds. And our Molly Davis with 13 points, 5 rebounds. And Sharon Goodman got in for 8 minutes, but had a solid 5 points and 2 rebounds. One impressive stat that I noticed is Iowa had 60 points in the paint, which is always strong and good to get those high percentage shots. DePaul came out, they fought, and had several players that showed up. Meckling with 14 points and 7 rebounds. Peoples, as we know, came on strong, high score with 19 points. and Cedar with 13 points, 7 rebounds. Again, a good fight by DePaul, but Iowa just consistently, aside from that third quarter, they won each quarter. Aside from the fourth quarter, they won every quarter, but it was a solid game. Iowa shot well with 49% as well.
Tiffany, thank you very much. Iowa Corn and Quickstar are partnering to give you a chance to win tickets to the Iowa Corn Cyhawk Series matchups. Simply visit any participating Quickstar in Iowa through November 13th. Fill up with 8 or more gallons of unleaded 88 and use your Quick Rewards card, and you're automatically entered for a chance to win tickets. For more information and official rules, visit quicktrip.com/sweepstakes. Get pumped to win with Iowa Corn and Quickstar. Tiffany mentioned the Hawkeyes ended up shooting the ball relatively well, especially for an outdoor contest, at 49.3%, 36 of 73, just 6 of 22 from three-point range, which is to be expected. Just over 27%, and 16 of 30 free throws, 53.3%. But we'll be able to certainly make sure that won't be the case during the regular season, as the Hawkeyes are an outstanding free throw shooting team. Associate head coach Jan Jensen joins us courtside here at Kinnick. Well, that's strange to say, isn't it?
Kinnick, I know.
Well, what about this scene, Coach? Unbelievable.
I just want to take it all in. I just want to keep looking and watching, because you know it's you probably aren't going to have that many moments again. And tell your mom to walk slow if she's going to address the team. Okay, sorry, everybody out there. It's a new thing. We don't know. I didn't know if I should run all the way back in and come back.
It's a little bit longer trip than normal, right?
But I just want to reiterate what Lisa said afterwards. Just thank you to this incredible fan base. Man, it showed up. It's some of them, the seats were over, and there was a lot to be said. Why didn't we move the court? Well, it's a lot to do with the wind, a lot to do with the way that you had to have it to have the most safety and for TV and everything. So thanks to everybody for still coming for that. And man, we can't say enough about Beth and all of our administrators. I mean, I've just never felt so many people want it so badly with us. And just so thankful it worked out. And credit DePaul. Few teams would want to come in and do this. And, and for the women on both teams, it wasn't easy. It's cold. You're a little hesitant at times. But I just feel just so much gratitude right now. So thanks to everybody that made it happen and all the fans.
What was the mood of the team to walk out of the football locker room and down the tunnel and just to experience that?
It's just kind of surreal, and they all knew it was special. You could feel the hype the week, and then the stress with the weather, but we just kept believing, and I think they were just so proud, and honestly everyone was so grateful that we have a university and a fan base, and we're in this moment that we get to be the team. Nebraska volleyball did it, and it was so awesome. And everybody's like, oh, they did it first. I'm like, oh, who cares? I mean, we had the idea. Their season was first, but that you're part of some big
you didn't
thing.
Put this together 2 weeks ago.
And then it motivates people to watch, to want to top it, to do things that are special. So I just feel a really a lot of gratitude, and I'm just thankful, and it's just fun to take it all in. I mean, I don't think it's going to hit me till I'm probably old and retired and sitting in a rocking chair and think, did we really play in front of 52,000 people outside on a chilly day? Yeah, we did.
Sure did.
We did.
Well, how about the game? What kind of stood out to you?
Well, I think, for both teams, it wasn't easy. It was kind of weird with the wind, but I thought we really handled it. Caitlin airballed a free throw really bad, but you could see the wind, right? I do think, though, our free throws weren't great, obviously, but I'm not going to get too worked up on it yet until we get inside and that happens. We've been shooting great in practice. But I thought we saw a lot of good things. I like our post play. I think we could have had a little bit more efficiency. Sometimes Addie started out really hot. A couple there she, I think could have finished. But overall, I was really pleased with her line. I thought we tried to move the ball pretty well. We got a lot of people, a lot of minutes. I would have liked to get a few people in the game that fourth quarter, but we didn't want it to get too sloppy there at the end either. But I think that I think, you know, I want to go back and watch the film, but I think I like a lot of what we saw. And, you know, Caitlin remains, you know, pretty special.
How about that? She'll remember this forever, right? A triple-double at the crossover at Kinnick.
Exactly. I told her when she went in the game, I said, look, you got to get a couple assists. And, you know, just like, because she was going in and, you could just kind of see, I just wanted her to focus. And I didn't tell her whatever. I said, share the, get everybody involved. And then she just kind of did that little maestro thing. So it's just fun. It's an exhibition game. You know, it doesn't really count on the record, obviously, but man, is it special just to have this moment.
So obviously do this again next week inside against Clark University.
Yeah.
What's going to kind of be the focus of the week as you get back
no
into
free throws.
Right.
Yeah, I think just I didn't like we had a little defensive letdown there at the end, but I think just we got to keep kind of working out some lineups, you know, who we like to see and, you know, what we want to do when we go small. Like we put Hannah in there, we want to go a little small and go 5 out. So I think I'll know a little bit better after I see this film. But I think, you know, just kind of remaining sharp is probably the key right now.
Well, here we go. Huh?
All right.
Another season.
Thanks so much. And a special hello to my friends and my family all over, and especially in Sioux City. That's my sister. So take care. God bless and go Hawks.
And they'll remember this one for sure. Jan, thanks so much. Associate head coach Jan Jensen, her comments after the crossover at Kinnick game, which saw Iowa defeat DePaul 94-72. Score by quarters, Iowa led after one at 24-18 and outscored DePaul in the second 28-19, and then really got off to a hot start in the third quarter, outscored DePaul in that 10-minute frame 25-14. Then DePaul started with an 8-0 run in the fourth quarter and played some very good basketball and actually won the fourth quarter 21-17. Hawkeyes' biggest lead took place in the third quarter at the 2:17 mark at 28. DePaul led by 3 in the first minute of the game. There were 4 lead changes. The game was tied at one time, but the Hawkeyes held the lead the bulk of the game, 37 minutes and 58 seconds. The Blue Demons just 145. Triple-double for Caitlin Clark with 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Double-double for Addison O'Grady, who really got off to a terrific start in the first quarter. Ended up with 10 points and 14 rebounds. Hannah Stolke had 12. And Molly Davis off the bench with 13 points in 21 minutes and 33 seconds. 3 players in double figures for DePaul. Anaya Peoples, who really came on in the third and fourth quarters, ended up with 19 points. She had 7 at the break. And Maeve Mackerline had 14 points and 7 rebounds. She was 4 for 9 from 3. Caitlin Clark was 3 of 9 from 3. And Michelle Sedor was 3 of 7 from 3. Those were the most productive 3-point shooters during this outside contest today. And Sedor also in double figures with 13 points and 7 rebounds. Iowa and DePaul have met 5 times before, and including today, the Hawkeyes have never lost to the Blue Demons. We'll be back with more postgame. Iowa 94, DePaul 72, the crossover at Kinnick, the first exhibition game for the Hawkeyes this year. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Hawk fans, stop in and visit the newly renovated guest rooms at Hyatt Regency Coralville Hotel and Conference Center, located in the heart of Iowa River Landing. Stay within walking distance of Extreme Arena, home of the Iowa Hawkeye volleyball team, as well as great restaurants, shopping, and scenic walking trails along the Iowa River. Hyatt Regency Coralville is also the home of Hawk Talk with Lisa Bluder and Fran McCaffrey this fall. Come together at Hyatt Regency Coralville, where everything you need is right here. Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Preparation. It's the key to success on game day. And like your favorite Hawkeyes on the field, you need to be ready right from the opening kickoff. Cenex has your pregame routine covered. We've got your salty snacks, your sweet treats, ice-cold beverages to wash them down, and fresh tanks of propane to fire up the grill. Fuel your fandom at your local Cenex station. Hawkeye Pride, powered locally.
Did you know that UI ranks near the top of the EPA's Green Power Leaderboard? With 84% of our energy coming from renewable sources. Now you can be a part of the team that makes it happen. The University of Iowa Energy Collaborative, our partner in a collaborative, ENGIE North America, is now offering part-time, on-campus positions where you can get hands-on, career-inspiring experience in sustainable utility systems management. Check out the jobs and apply now at uiowaenergycollaborative.com.
Welcome to the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show, delivering opportunities and results for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers.
Hawkeyes with 60 points in the paint and a 94-72 exhibition victory over DePaul. Triple-double for Caitlin Clark, a double-double for Addison O'Grady. And as Coach Jensen said, exhibition game number 2 will be a week from today. No time yet on the Clark University exhibition game. And then also on the season opener against Fairleigh Dickinson. That also on that Monday night, November 6th. No time announced for that. And then off to Charlotte for Iowa and Virginia Tech on the 9th. That is a 7 o'clock tip Central Time. 8 o'clock on the East Coast. So that'll be a real test for the Hawkeyes really early in the season. And the Hawkeyes will certainly be ready. One outdoor game, another indoor exhibition at Carver Hawkeye Arena next Sunday. And then all for real on the 6th of November against Fairleigh Dickinson. Before we get to some more interviews, as Tiffany is in the Iowa locker room, let's enjoy some of today's top plays. Dribbles the ball with her right hand, hands to Caitlin Clark. Gilbert comes out on her. Near the Hawkeye logo. Clark drives down the right side. Floater from 10 off the window. Gilbert in the front court. Now McErlane thought about a 3. Now she fires it up. No good.
Great
rebound
positioning.
down to Clark. Down court pass to O'Grady. Nice catch. Layup. Good. And the Hawks will hold for the final shot of quarter number 1. On top by 4. 22-18. Clark at the timeline by the Hawkeye logo. Now drives right side. Hesitates. Gets all the way to the basket. Layup in traffic is good. O'Harry straight away, no good. A Fulter the rebound. Brings it herself across the timeline. Top of the key. Drops it inside. Addie O'Grady left wide open. Left-handed layup good.
No problem.
And DePaul gets the rebound and looks to push it. And as the pass go, down court, it's taken away by a Fulter. Gets it to Clark for 3. There you go. Gone off the ground nicely. 15-foot jumper elbow, no good for O'Harry. Weak side board, Molly Davis pushing the basketball. Hands it off to Clark for 3. Left wing. Count it. Pushes the ball right side. The Fulter now back to McCabe for 3. Drills it from left to the top of the key. Make that move from freshman to sophomore, and a steal by McCabe. Brings it across the timeline. Now Davis for 3. Left wing. Count it. Took it from the left wing all the way to the basket. Has 17. Had 7 at the half. 3-pointer. There's Gabby Marshall. Brings it across the timeline. Left side, Molly Davis. Now Clark fakes a 3, drives in, kicks it off to a slashing Maniscalco. And a triple-double for sure for Caitlin Clark with 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. The best shooting quarter was the second for the Hawkeyes, 10 out of 16, 62.5%. Made one three-pointer out of 4 attempts in that second period, and 7 out of 12 from the free throw line, 58%. So the game totals for Iowa, 36 of 72, 49%. 6 of 22 from 3, 27.3%. And then the free throw shooting, 16 of 30, 53.3%. DePaul shot 32% from the floor, 81 attempts for the Blue Demons, made 9 three-pointers, shot 28%, 64.7% from the free throw line, 11 out of 17. But as Coach Jensen said, we'll give a pass with the free throw shooting here today due to the distance between the baskets and the stands and just a completely different atmosphere. And I'm sure we'll see a much better free throw shooting performance next Sunday. The rebound totals, the Hawkeyes out-rebounded DePaul 58-44. Hawkeyes had 24 assists to 17 turnovers, 17 assists for DePaul to 17 turnovers. Hawkeyes had 6 steals, 9 for the Blue Demons. Both teams had a couple of block shots. We'll be back from Kinnick with more on the postgame show presented by the Iowa Soybean Association. Hawkeyes defeat DePaul in exhibition basketball 94-72. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Do you want to play an integral part in helping the Hawks win championships? Now is your chance to make a difference. Join the Swarm today and partner with Iowa football and the Iowa men's and women's basketball programs to serve charities in eastern Iowa. Your tax-deductible Swarm donation will compensate our Iowa student athletes for working to further the missions of local charities such as the United Way, Big Brothers and Big Sisters, and more. Go to iowaswarm.com for more information and make Iowa athletics the place for our student athletes to experience the thrill of winning championships.
Honey, great news. I'm a VIP.
That's sweet. Don't forget the trash.
In life, not everyone recognizes you as the VIP you are, but the Iowa Lottery does.
We got a medium chai latte for VIP. VIP.
Join our VIP club by signing up at ialottery.com/VIP for exclusive Play It Again promotions, surprise contests, and even free plays. See how it works at ialottery.com/VIP because everyone is a very important player.
Woohoo!
Escape to Italy and Sicily in September 2024 with travel leaders, Destinations Unlimited. Enjoy this melting pot of multicultural customs and cuisine and beautiful landscapes. After taking in Rome, we'll head down to the dramatic Sorrento coast and then journey from Italy's heel to its toe of Sicily. To learn more about this or any vacation, contact travel leaders, Destinations Unlimited at duagency.com. That's duagency.com.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport in downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
If you or someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen, 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Thank you for joining us on the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Iowa, leading the nation in biodiesel production.
94-72, the Hawkeyes over DePaul. Exhibition game number 1 in the books from Kinnick in front of 55,646, a record to see in Iowa or any women's basketball game. Previous record was just, I think, under 30,000, and Iowa took care of that handily. And of course, it'll be a rockin' Carver Hawkeye Arena all season long. Well, let's head to the Iowa football locker room where the Hawkeyes had their pregame talk, got ready to roll, as Tiffany has Coach Bluder.
We are live in the Hawkeye football locker room with Coach Bluder. Coach, you had this wild idea in April to have this game here. Today it was brought to life, went off without a hitch. Tell our listeners what it felt like to play at Kinnick in front of 55,646 people, and what this means to the state of Iowa and women's sports on the whole.
You know, the feeling is really almost indescribable. It's just overwhelming to come out here and see this many people come out to support this team. I wish I could hug every single person that came here today, just because they were a part of history. They created this event. You know, it's like if you have an idea, you have a dream, but if nobody wants to join in, it kind of falls flat. This did not fall flat. This exceeded everybody's expectations, and I'm just so proud of our team. I'm proud of the University of Iowa. We love representing the state, and I do believe that this elevates women's basketball to a whole nother level.
Awesome. So every player got out on the court today. We saw some great contributions from Hannah Stolke, Addison O'Grady, Molly Davis had a great game. How important was to get those players in the game? I noticed that you were sort of changing up or experimenting with some different lineups. How important are those types of things this early in the season?
Yeah, it is still early in the season, and so we're not set on anything in stone yet. But you know, I think we have a lot of options at the 5 position, and so I'm excited about it. I think we saw some good balance today. You saw the improvement of Molly Davis, of Hannah Stolke, Addison O'Grady. So I think those guys really worked hard over the summer and improved their games. And so, you know, it's early. It's very early, and so we'll keep getting better for sure.
Okay, last question. How many pieces of gum did you steal from Coach Ferentz?
Don't tell him, but I took a whole pack, okay? But also, in all seriousness, Tiffany, I want to welcome you to the radio crew this year. And my good friend Jamie, KV Lang, our friend and player, is not able to be with us this year, but battling a little illness, and we're just going to have everybody pray hard for Jamie because she is so worth praying for, and we love her. And but I am really glad to have you filling in her big shoes.
Thank you.
Literally her big shoes.
That is very true. But this is such a Hawkeye family, and if today didn't show that with the wave and seeing you guys out there, it's going to be a great season, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
It's the beginning of something special. Thanks, Tiff.
Thanks, Coach.
Well said by Coach Bluder and Tiffany. Great job with Coach after this game, and talking to Jan Jensen as well. It's just kind of a surreal moment. I think it'll take a while to just kind of decompress after this and realize kind of what happened here on a Sunday afternoon in October. Well, Kylie Feuerbach, great to see her back on the court after missing the entire season last year due to a knee injury. Played 13 minutes and 18 seconds. And made a terrific move as soon as she touched the basketball for the first time, drove in and got fouled. And Tiffany talked to Kylie after the ball game.
Okay, I'm in the locker room with senior Kylie Feuerbach. First game back after how many years were you? A year and a half, or?
I was out for basically a full year.
Full year?
Yeah.
How did it feel to be back out on the court?
Amazing. I mean, the circumstances were very unique, but it was awesome. I was very happy with just everything about it.
And you got in.
Yep.
The first thing you did is you drove to that hoop. Yep. So you are ready to go.
Yep.
You guys looked great.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want your listeners to know about what it felt like to play at Kinnick Stadium today?
Yeah. Well, it was a very unreal experience. I mean, it doesn't happen very often. It was very special, and it just shows how amazing our fans are. And it was just very special. And for me, I mean, it was very hard to take it all in, and it was just amazing.
Awesome. Well, welcome back. We're excited to have you back for the season.
Thank you.
And good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Kylie Feuerbach, in her senior season, came over from Iowa State and played a couple of years ago and then missed all of last season. So great to have her back on the basketball court. Hawks over DePaul, 94-72. We'll be back to wrap things up from Kinnick after the break. This is Iowa Hawkeye women's basketball from Learfield.
Someone you know is having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health or substance use crisis, or just need someone to listen. 988 provides a direct connection to free, confidential, and compassionate support. When you call, text, or chat 988, you'll be quickly connected to trained crisis counselors who will listen to your concerns, provide support, and connect you to additional resources if needed. There is hope. You are not alone. For 24/7 support, call or text 988 or chat 988lifeline.org.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. Your kids will call it totally lit. But we like ruggability. And you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Central Midwest Honda dealer today. Honda gets the Midwest.
Maybe your hometown celebrates long-standing Swiss traditions. Cow chip throwing. Or even classic car muscle. Everyone has a hometown, and every hometown has a festival. Cenex wants to hear about yours. That's why we're launching the Hometown Throwdown. Tell us about your fest, and it could win $100,000. Learn more at CenexHometownThrowdown.com. Cenex, powered locally.
Something big is happening. Introducing Hy-Vee Perks. Now, Hy-Vee Fuel Saver is Hy-Vee Perks. Get the same great benefits like fuel savings. Plus, save even more on hundreds of products store-wide with Hy-Vee Perks prices. Like Tide, H Perks price $9.97. And bananas, H Perks price 39 cents a pound. Make the switch or sign up for Hy-Vee Perks and start saving today. It's free and easy. Some restrictions apply.
Welcome back to the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward.
94-72, the Hawkeyes over DePaul at the crossover at Kinnick in front of 55,646. Of course, Carver Hawkeye is sold out for every game this year, so we're going to see some big-time crowds, but this was a big-time crowd today.
Putting it mildly, I'd say.
Well, Tiff, here we go. This is now time to rock and roll with basketball. Games will come fast now once we get going.
Oh, yeah. We have a lot to look forward to, and I think what's exciting, what we saw out on the court today is there's a lot of possibility. You have your old reliables and Caitlin Clark, Kate Martin, Gabby Marshall, but from there's a lot of openness of where the team could go and who can step up in big ways. And it's going to be a fun ride, no doubt about that, and we appreciate everybody joining us today and throughout the season, as Caitlin Clark had a triple-double at the crossover at Kinnick, 34 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Join us next Sunday from Carver Hawkeye Arena. That'll be a little bit strange to move from Kinnick to Carver, but we'll get it done, and then certainly be at Carver the rest of the year for home games as Clark University and the Iowa Hawkeyes exhibition game #2 next Sunday. We invite you to join us. Stay tuned. Check out HawkeyeSports.com for a game time. We don't have that official yet. And same thing for the home opener on the 6th of November against Fairleigh Dickinson. That game also to be announced as far as a time, but certainly locked in on November the 6th. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. We certainly had a lot of fun at Kinnick as they're starting to tear down the court and drop the baskets, and the fans will head out, maybe do a little bit more tailgating and get ready for Hawkeye football next Saturday, Iowa and Minnesota along the Hawkeye Radio Network. Of course, the pregame show at 12:30, the kick at 2:30, Floyd of Rosedale on the line. The Hawkeyes stand at 6-1. Then Sunday basketball, Iowa and Clark
exhibition game number 2. For Tiffany Reedy, I'm Rob Brooks, saying the final score once again, Iowa 94, DePaul 72. Have a great rest of your weekend, and good afternoon from Kinnick. This is Iowa Hawkeye Women's Basketball.
This has been the Iowa Soybean Association postgame show. Biodiesel, moving Iowa forward. Hawkeye Women's Basketball has been brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Authentic Brand, unique Hawkeye apparel at authentic-brand.com. Hy-Vee, score big savings at HyVeeDeals.com. And by Iowa Lottery. Be a VIP with the Iowa Lottery. Visit IALottery.com for details. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.